Hi, everybody. This is Mike from RRR Recovery, and welcome back to our show, the Triple R Show, where honesty meets healing every single day. Today, we're going to discuss something that sounds simple, and everybody has them, but it absolutely can derail our recovery and our transformation, and that's expectations. Those invisible rules that we have in our head that we carry around on how people should act and how things should go, and that's how life should treat us. Because when expectations go unmet, they don't just disappear, they turn into disappointment. They turn into frustration, they turn into anger, and before we know it, we're standing knee-deep in resentment, wondering how we got there. And expectations are natural. We all have them. We expect people to treat us with respect. We expect effort to lead to results. We expect love to be shown the way we understand it. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, most people don't even know they're failing your expectations because you never told them what these expectations were. That's where the danger lies for all of us in our recovery. And that's unspoken expectations are future resentments in disguise. When we expect people to read our minds or to love us the way we think love should look like, we set ourselves up for frustration. And awareness is the first step on that slope. When you feel that emotional charge, the tightness in your chest and that frustration builds, they should have known. Well, you need to stop and you need to ask yourself, did I actually communicate what I actually wanted and what my expectations were? Were they realistic? Did the other person even agree to it? Was I expecting perfection from someone who's still figuring things out just like me? Now, awareness doesn't erase the disappointment. It just stops it from turning into a resentment. And it keeps you accountable for your part in the equation. Now, here's where it gets real. Most resentments don't come from betrayal. It comes from miscommunication. Two people can care deeply about each other and still miss each other completely. When one shows love through actions and the other one is showing their love through words, both are trying, both are hurting, neither feels seen. And you also have to take into account that there are other variables that are going on in your life and other variables that are going on in their life. That communication doesn't mean confrontation. It just means it opens the window. So express what you need, express what your expectations are. When somebody tells you what their expectations are and what they need from you, listen. And that bridge between expectations and resentment can close dramatically, whereas in silence is where the resentment can build and frustration continues and is anything but helpful towards a happy solution, whether it's at work or family or just in everyday life if you have certain expectations of people. So acceptance is tough because we want people to do right by us. We want the effort that we give to come back in the same way. But here's the reality. People act from their own level of awareness, not ours. And acceptance doesn't mean that you're okay with everything that's happened. It means that you stop fighting for what already is. So that's where you live in that fantasy world and you think that this is the way it should be. And these were my expectations and now they're not being met. Well, you know what? You have to live in your lane and you have to live in your life and you have to live in your reality because your expectations and your reality is not necessarily somebody else's reality or somebody else's expectations or maybe what they're looking for or what they want. You accept reality. When you stop replaying how it should have gone, you make peace with the moment that you're in. So acceptance isn't giving up. It's giving yourself permission to move on if need be. Forgiveness might be the hardest part of it all. And in recovery, it's rarely one-sided because we've hurt people, family, friends, employers, people who loved us when we didn't even love ourselves. And we carry this deep expectation, this really deep expectation that they should automatically forgive us just because we've changed. And we have to take into account the fact that maybe, again, they have not changed. They are still working on themselves. You took time to work on yourself. And that's a victory. And you need to take that victory with you. But be aware that their process and their flow line is different from yours. And if you see growth in the process and the communication is helping, then be patient. Sometimes people need space. They need to see consistency, not promises. They've heard all the promises before. What we could do is we could show up, we can stay humble, we can keep doing the things we've been doing, we can continue to do the next right thing. And over time, that forgiveness will come. And when that forgiveness comes, accept it with gratitude. And if it doesn't come, then forgive yourself for giving up the control and trying your best through communication and awareness. And that's where you find the freedom and you're able to breathe and you're able to continue on with your journey. And that's what transformational therapy has done for me. It has enabled me to give up the control, to be aware of situations. Here's the truth. Expectations aren't the enemy. It's what happens to us when we let them run the show without awareness, communication, and acceptance. And those are key factors in everyday life, not just expectations. When we bring these tools into the game, expectations stop becoming traps and they start becoming teachers and learning events that can help us in all facets of our life. So check your expectations, speak your truth, accept what is, and forgive what was. What was in the past. There's nothing we can do about that. There's nothing we can change about that. The only thing that you can change is how you live your life from today moving forward. The only thing you can change is how you treat people from today moving forward. The only thing you can change are the decisions you make today moving forward. And if you continue to do that, then that is where your freedom is, and that is where your peace is. And that's what Real Raw Recovery is all about. It's staying real, it's staying raw, and taking responsibility for the situation. There's so much information in our resource section of our website at realrawrecovery.org, especially from Louise Hay and Dr. Wayne Dyer. I highly suggest that you check out those readings because it's been invaluable for John. It's been invaluable for me in my journey. And until next time, keep doing the work. And remember, the only expectation that you need to hold on to is the one that helps you continue to grow. So thank you for visiting us at the RRR Show, Real Raw Recovery, where honesty meets healing every single day. Please check out our podcast on all podcast services and continue to follow us at real_raw_recovery. On our website, realrawrecovery.org. We are starting a new series starting on Saturday night called You Are Not Alone. Please email me any recovery success stories that are your favorites, and we'll highlight them on our website with a little input from us. Again, it's realrawrecovery.org, and DM me or email me at michael@realrawrecovery.org your favorite success stories, and we will share that with you, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.